Hi, my name is Salom Khalid. Today I'm going to have the lecture on complex numbers. Uh, Previously, I have done the introduction of complex numbers, and we ended up like the slide number 10. So we are carrying on the foreign part of the complex number. Okay. Uh, Today I'm just going to pass with you through these slides, and the part which I'm intending to do is solving the equation using complex numbers ideas. And be careful that this part of the complex number is very essential in your final exam, advanced mathematics exam, paper 2. It appears almost in every paper, so you have to be very careful to understand what is the concept of these slides. I hope you are going to enjoy this lecture, so welcome, and let's get going. Okay, solving the equations. One of the important part of the complex numbers is solving the polynomial equations. In order to be able to do this, a student is required to understand the key parts, which are synthetic division of polynomials and the factor theorem. To start with, let us start with the synthetic division. The synthetic division is another way of dividing the polynomial equation by the binomial x is equal to x minus c, where c is the constant. Below are the steps to follow when you want to divide a polynomial by using synthetic division. Step 1, set up the synthetic division. For example, if you had the problem like x power 4 minus 3x plus 5 divided by x minus 4. The polynomial, this one, start out with the degree of 4. Then the next highest degree is 1. As you can see, it is missing degree 3 and 2. So if we were to put it inside a division box, we will write it like this. So we put it x minus 4 divided by this x minus 4. We divide this to x power 4 plus 0x, which is the missing value now, and plus 0x power 3 plus 0x squared minus 3x, which was a variable, and plus 5 as constant. So we arrange the above equation, this one, as you can see there in the equation. Okay, this will allow you to line up like terms when you go through the problems. Okay, when you set up equation using the synthetic division, write c for the division divisor, x minus c, then write the coefficients of the dividend to the right across the top, include any zeros that were inserted in for missing values, for missing terms. You can see what I mean when we proceed in these slides. Okay, c for the divisor, x minus c, and we can arrange as follows. So the above equation, that divisor, which is x minus c, c is 4 now. You put in the left side, and then in the right side is you put it 1. Okay, now as you can see, step number 2, bring down the leading coefficients to the bottom row, and we have already arranged the equation above. As you can see, then we drop down this the first coefficient to the bottom row here, and what we are going to do now, let's see on step 3, multiply c by the value just written on the bottom row. Place this value right beneath the next coefficient in the dividend. Yes, what am I going to do is yes, we have dropped down the first coefficient, as you can see. Then we multiply 4 times 1, then the resulting answer we put in the next coefficient, and which is 4 now. Then the next step is, so we take 4 times 1, then the answer we put in the next coefficient there, which is 0. So the next step, which is step number 4, is going to be write the sum in the bottom row and repeat the procedures. As you can see, then we have taken 1 and we dropped it down to the bottom row. Okay, this is 1, then we multiplied 4 times 1, the answer is 4. Then we add these two numbers, 4 plus 0, which is 4. Then we repeat the procedure, which is going to be step number 5, not step number 6. This is a typing error. And then write down the next numbers. Okay, we multiply like that. 4 times 1, which is 4. 0 plus 4 is 4, and then we repeat the procedures. Okay, 4 times 4, which is 16. 16, we put in the next coefficient, 16. We add these two numbers, then we get 16. Then we take 4 times 16, which is 64. We add these two numbers, and 61. 61 times 4, we get 244, and we add these two numbers, and the end number is 249. So step 6 is writing step number 5 is writing out the answer. The numbers in the last row make up your coefficients of the quotient, okay, as well as the remainder. The final value on the right is the remainder. Working right to the left, the next number is your constant. The next is the coefficient of x, and the next is the coefficient of x squared, and etc., etc. So you see how you're going to write the number. What he was trying to explain here in step number 5, not 6, is this number, the last number from the right, is the remainder of after division, and this one is constant. So yeah, it's constant. This is the power of x. This is the power of x squared. This is the power of x cubic. It's something like that. If there could be many numbers, then they could be gone like that. The degree of the quotient is 1 less than the degree of the dividend. For example, if the degree of the dividend is 4, then the degree of the quotient is 3. What he was trying to say is this one, like for example here, this one, it was x power 4. If this one is x power 4, then this one is gonna be x power 2 power 3. Then the rest are going in a descending order like that. This is 4x power 3 power 2. This power is 16x, and so on and so on. So how are we going to write the answer? Now the answer from the above is, this is going to be, first one is 1x cubed, this one, and this is 4, the coefficient of 4x squared, and this 16 is 16x, and this 61 as constant, plus this one is the remainder. Now if the remainder is 0, then there could be 0 here if the remainder is 0, but because this one looks like this one is not this number 4 is not the factor for the above equation, so that's why there is a remainder. If this remainder is 0, then then this one is the factor for the given equation. Okay, we carry on like that. Let's keep going. Okay, for example, evaluate this using the synthetic division. We have given 2x cubic minus 3x squared plus 4x minus 1 divided by x plus 1. Solution. So we arrange the above equation accordingly. So because this one has got it is like, looks like it is already arranged, because it has started with power 3, power 2, power 1, and then constant. So we take this one, when you put it beyond the equal sign, then this is going to be negative now. So we put the negative value of this one. When we equate equal to 0, then x is gonna be equal to -1. So -1 you put in the left side, and the right side we put 2, and then through -3, and then 4, and then -1 as constant. Then we use the same principle as previously. So we drop down this first number here, it's going to be 2. Then we multiply -1 times 2 is going to be -2. We add these two numbers, we have -5. We take -1 times -5, we're going to be 5. Then we add these two numbers, then it's going to be 9. 9 times -1 is going to be -9. We add these two numbers, and then we got 10. So now the answer is this value here started with power 3, then this one is going to be starting with power 2. So it's going to be 2x squared minus 5x plus 9 minus, because 10, this 10 is -10 is the remainder, so -10 over x plus 1. So that's how we use synthetic division.